Hello everyone, my name is Chandra Nugraha, and today we are going to talk about something I'll do every day: communication. Have you ever had a situation where someone completely misunderstood what you mean, or maybe you explained something but I didn't come across clearly? That's why effective communication is so important. In this presentation, we will discuss what effective communication is, elements, barriers that can make communication difficult, and technique to improve communication, and the essential skills needed for clear and impactful conversation. Before I'm still started, I'm not alone presentation with my friend Amelia Renata Putri and Patman Nuri. Get started. Definition of effective communication. First, let's define effective communication. Simply put, it's the ability to share a message clearly and understandably so person receiving it can respond appropriately. For example, imagine you text your friend, "Meet me later," that might not know where when, but if you say meet me at the cafe at 3 p.m., they understand exactly what to do. So, communication is only effective when the message is not just sent but also understood correctly by the receiver. Next, elements of communication. To communicate effectively, we need to understand the five key elements of the communication. Is number one, sender, the person delivering the message. And number two, message, the information being shared. Number three, channel, the method of communication, talking, texting, emailing. And number four, receiver, the person who receives and interprets the message. Number five, feedback, the response from the receiver that confirms understanding. For example, if you tell a friend, "Let's study together at 5 p.m., you are the sender, your message is "Let's study at 5 p.m." The channel is talking your friends is the receiver, and if the reply "Okay, see you then," that the feedback confirm they understood. And last, barriers to communication. Even when we try to communicate, well, things can get in the way. These are called communication barriers, and they cause misunderstanding. Here are some common barriers. Number one, physical disturbance, noise, poor phone signal, or bad internet connection. And number two, cultural and language difference, misinterpretations to two different languages or ways of speaking. Number three, lack of attention, when the listener is distracted, like looking at their phone. Number four, misunderstanding, when message isn't clear or interpreted differently than intended. For example, if you are explaining something in a nice place, that other person might not hear you properly. That's why removing barriers is important for good communication.
Technique for effective communication. To overcome these barriers and communicate better, here are 5 useful techniques. The first, clarity. Use simple and direct language to make your message easy to understand. The second, conciseness. Keep it short and to the point. avoid unnecessary details. Third, accuracy. Make sure your information is correct before sharing it. The fourth, empathy. Try to understand the other person's feeling and perspective. The last, body language. Use facial expression, gestures, and eye contact to reinforce your message. For example, if you are giving directions saying, turn left at the supermarket, then go straight for 200 meters. It's clearer than saying, just go that way until you see a big building. Next, the importance of effective communication. Why does all this matters? Because effective communication is essential in our daily lives. Here's why. In the workplace, it helps teams work together, reduce conflict, and improve productivity. And in education, it helps students understand, listen, ask questions, and express ideas clearly. The last, in relationship, it builds trust, avoid misunderstanding, and strengthens connection with friends and family. For example, if a manager gives unclear instruction, employees might complete a task incorrectly. But clear communication ensures that everyone knows exactly what to do.
The role of humility, clarity, and trust in communication. One of the most important aspects of communication is humility. To communicate effectively, you must acknowledge that you can be wrong. Being open to feedback makes your message stronger. Communication is not about you, it's about your audience. Focus on how they will understand the message, not just how you want to say it. Also, people often say it's not what you say, but how you say it. But in reality, both matter. What you say should be based on accurate knowledge. How you say it, your tone and attitude affect how the message is received. Trustworthiness is key. If people don't trust you, they won't listen, no matter how well you speak. And remember, communication is a two-way street. When you're not speaking, you should be actively listening, just as you will want others to listen to you. Essential skills for effective communication. Now, let's discuss the essential skills that make communication truly effective. First, self-awareness. Example, you're in a conversation, but you're feeling frustrated. If you're aware of your emotions, you can control them instead of snapping at the other person. The tip is, if you realize you're angry, take a deep breath before responding. Second, active listening. Example, if your friend is telling you about their bad day, don't just wait for your turn to talk. Show you're listening by nodding and making eye contact. The tip is, listening is more hearing words. Focus on the person speaking and show that you care. Third, clarity and conciseness. Example, instead of saying, the situation that happened yesterday regarding the issue with the project was not quite ideal, just say, yesterday's project didn't go well. The tip is, use short and clear sentences to get your point across quickly. Fourth, empathy. Example, if a friend fails a task, don't say, you should study more. Instead, say, I know you work hard. that must be disappointing. The tip is try to understand how the other person feels before you respond. 5. Nonverbal communication. Example, if someone says, I'm fine, but looks sad and avoid eye contact, their body language tells a different story. The tip is communication isn't just words. Tone and gestures matter too. 6. Emotional regulation. Example, if a coworker criticizes your work, instead of getting angry, pause and say, I see your point. How do you think I can improve? The tip is controlling your emotion helps you respond calmly in tough situations. Lastly is adaptability. Example, you wouldn't talk to your boss the same way you talk to your best friend. The tip is adjust your communication style depending on who you're talking to. To sum up, good communication is more than just talking. It's about being aware of your emotions, listening actively, speaking clearly, showing empathy, paying attention to nonverbal cues, managing emotion, and the last is adapting to different situations. So, by practicing these skills, we can improve our relationship and avoid misunderstanding.